Pokud jste si zapli Backstage TV v pravidelný čas premiéry, tedy pár minut po 18. hodině, přeju dobrý podvečer. Jinak všechny vítám, ať už zapínáte vaši internetovou televizi kdykoliv. Před týdnem jsme si povídali, nebo jsme začali náš pokec s Thomasem Vikströmem a tak, jak to bývá pravidlem, tyto zahraniční hosty vždy rozdělujeme na 2 díly. Týden se s týdnem sešel, takže startujeme druhou část povídání o kapele THERION. Thomasi, jak ty jsi se vůbec dostal ke kapele THERION?
I remember it very clearly. I was in my kitchen a day and I got a phone call, and it was a guy called Christopher Johnson. And he presented himself. We didn't know each other back then. And he told me the situation of the band, that Mats Levin at that time, the singer, left the band. Mm-hmm. And we need a singer urgently for a world tour. Are you interested? Well, I said, I need to listen to the band some more so I know what I would say no or yes to. So we hung up, and the day after I had in the post the whole catalog with CDs. Mm-hmm. So I took it up, and I took the first album in the pile was Gothic Kabbalah. Mm-hmm. So I put on it, and the first song that came up was Der Mitternachtslöwe. And I think I listened to the half of the songs, and I was blown away. And I called to Christopher immediately and said, hey, I'm in. When is the first gig? Well, it's in 2 months in Wacken, you know. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a little warm-up gig.
It's a big show.
So that was it.
Prosím tě, když srovnáš léta 90. a dnešek, co je jinak? Co ti z 90. chybí, myslím tím samozřejmě jednak hudebně, ale taky v běžném životě?
Well, I think the 90s is not what I miss, but I miss the 70s and the 80s. Yeah, and I think the 90s was like, for me, kind of a sleepy period, you know, musically seen. But then in 2000, it came back to life, some more colorful stuff, you know. Mm-hmm. The 90s was never a big period for me, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jak tě vlastně vůbec napadlo, že chceš být zpěvák, že chceš být muzikant? Dočetl jsem se v materiálech, že tvůj otec byl operní pěvec.
Yeah, that's true. I think it was pretty early that I was realizing that I would work with something with showbiz, you know. But I started to play drums, mm-hmm. and then I played bass, and I played flute a little bit, actually. And I didn't decide until I was like 15, I think, that I was gonna try to. I want to be a singer, you know. I don't know why I didn't do it earlier. Probably because my father was a singer, and I wanted to rebel against him.
Different.
Yeah, but then I cut the bullshit, and I formed. I had a chance to sing with a band with older guys. They were probably 17, in a band called Octagon, you know. Mm-hmm. And you know, that was how it started for me. Mm-hmm. And after that, I was a singer in a punk band, and after that, I had my first band that, you know, had a major hit in Sweden, was a melodic hard rock band. You know it, and I have to say, commercially, it's my biggest success ever. We had a golden record for that. Mm-hmm. So that opened a lot of doors for me, you know. Mm-hmm. And from that on, I've been working in different. I've been singing all the time, you know, in different constellations. But I think when I grew up, it was always music around me. Always, you know. And I had the opportunity to have my father, who was an opera singer, who also showed me to a lot of different kind of music styles, you know, that might have not been so cool back then, but today it is, you know. And I went a lot with him to the theater, or to my dad's job, as I called it. And I saw a lot of different operas and, you know, musical theater, and I fell asleep in his dressing room.
Okay, because I heard on YouTube that you were singing, I don't know how is it called, I forgot, Vincero, it's ending. Yeah. It was perfect, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a fantastic song, you know. I was in 2 operas actually in Sweden. I didn't have anything to do in the hard rock business for the moment, so I heard that they missed a guy in the opera in Stockholm for the main part. So I went there and say, "Hey, can I sing for you?" "Who are you?" I'm Thomas, you know. Do you have an appointment?" "No, but I'm here now. Just give me 2 minutes, you know." And I sang, and I got the part.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So that opened the door for the next thing they did, you know, which was The Adventures of Hoffmann, it's called. It's an opera by Jacques Offenbach that you can listen to if you want. And after that, I went on to do musical theater, Miss Saigon, blah, 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 stuff like that. And here I am today, in THERION. And on the side of THERION, for some years ago, I did also Rock of Ages, which is a musical about the 80s rock scene in Los Angeles.
So you got education, for singing, yeah?
No,
or
nothing.
Yes. So you're talented, yeah.
Of course, I had my father who could give me some advices and stuff like that. But I never had a proper lesson. Never.
Pojďme v našem hudebním povídání dál. Jaké jsou tvoje hudební vzory? Co vlastně posloucháš za muziku?
You know, I remember many people think that you're listening to metal all the time, you know, but it's not the case. I remember me and Christopher in the tour bus, we were sitting and having a beer, talking shit and listening to music. And we said to each other, can you imagine if the fans know what we were listening to now and digging it, you know? And, you know, it can be everything. I'm a huge Beatles fan, for example. I think it's fantastic. And sometimes it can be heard in the new album, I think, the small influences from that. I'm a huge Beatles fan. I'm a huge ABBA fan. Because it's handicraft, you know, their melodies, oof.
Yeah.
And then come back to metal. I'm a big fan of Judas Priest, the heavy metal, the classic heavy metal stuff, you know. So I have a lot of influences, you know. And I'm listening to old music that was written before I was born, you know. So the only thing I don't understand hip hop, you know. I don't get it. Maybe I'm too old.
You hurt me. You've broken my love, and now you leave me, love of my life. Can't you see? Bring it back, bring it back. Don't take it away from me, because you don't know what it means to me.
Nástrojem každého zpěváka jsou hlasivky. Jak ty se o ně staráš?
Yeah, I do. But I stopped smoking regular cigarettes, though. I had taken one or two, but I'm smoking this machine now, this electronic. I don't know if it's better or worse, but I wouldn't say I do so much, actually. I wouldn't say I do. My father had a very punky, even though he was an opera singer employed by the Royal Opera, he had a very punky relation to the singing. He was like, if you can speak, you can sing. You know? So no, I can't say. I never practice. Never. I don't say it's the correct way. But for me, this is who I am, you know. And it's absolutely nothing wrong with practicing. It's just that I'm a bit lazy, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
When I sing, I record. It's for something, you know.
Ok, říkal jsi, že žiješ ve Španělsku a Christopher na Maltě, přitom jste původem oba dva ze Švédska. Zajímá mě, proč jste si jako pobyt vybrali místa dolů v Evropě.
For me, it was, I did a show here in Spain. I was employed by a company and it was a tribute to Queen that I was touring with here. And, you know, then I found a girlfriend, a Spanish girlfriend. So, yeah. There, you see what they do to you. So here I am, but at least it was 27 degrees today. That was basically what brought me here. But then also it feels good because Sweden right now, it's not such a funny place anymore. Sweden in the 70s and 80s was a paradise on earth. But today it's still one of the most beautiful countries, in my opinion, in the world, especially Stockholm. But it's some, I don't want to get into political stuff, but it's some stuff in the system now that I am not a big fan of.
Okay. And
so I'm happy to be here. Of course. And I mean, of course, I miss all my friends and family there, but it's 3 hours away. Right now I can't go because of this shit going on, but normally.
Co dělá Thomas Vikström ve svém volném čase, když se nevěnuje muzice?
Normally, when it's not a pandemic, I hang out with my friends. I met a lot of new friends here that I hang out with, you know, see a lot of Netflix, and what more? And then I have the opportunity to have music as my hobby as well. So, you know, but mostly I am, and I'm also a big fan of ice hockey. Yeah.
So that's why you're in Spain.
Yeah, the big ice hockey country. No, but I have every ice hockey channel in the TV. So I'm following, you know, the Swedish league, obviously, but even NHL.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then I became a grandfather as well. So I speak with my little granddaughter in the phone every day, and she knows that I'm a granddad now. So that's pretty cool.
Thomasi, díky. Tohle byly pro dnešek všechny mé otázky.
Thank you. I hope you're satisfied with the answers. Bye bye.
Tak bando, slyšeli jste sami. Novinky ze zákulisí, novinky z Backstage, tentokrát o kapele THERION. Naším hostem byl jeden z členů téhleté formace, Thomas Vikström. Takže mějte se na pohodu a v dalším díle Backstage TV se na vás Báhoš bude těšit.